Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vanessa, and I'm the custodial inspector here at the Dorothy Benson Senior Multi-Purpose Complex with the Department of Senior Services. Today, I am here to explain the differences between cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting. But first, I want to point out one thing. Before you clean, sanitize, or disinfect anything, you should have a mask, protective eyewear, and gloves. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, you don't mix chemicals. If you're going to use Lysol products, I suggest you use all Lysol products. If you're going to use Clorox products, I suggest you use all Clorox products. And there's two products that you never mix, and that would be ammonia and bleach. These two products mixed together will give off a chemical gas that will affect your respiratory system. Okay, and the next thing I want to tell you is that when I clean, I only use white towels. No colored towels. Colored towels tend to hold in germs, so I use white towels. Okay, now the first thing I want to start with is cleaning. The definition of cleaning is to rid a surface of any debris, dust, or dirt. That means you'll take a cleaner, spray it onto a surface, and wipe it off, and that is basically cleaning. You can use scrub pads, brushes, mops, but the one thing about this cleaning process, if you're not using a germicide, there is a possibility that you can be transferring diseases from surface to surface. So I suggest that when you do clean, always use a germicidal cleaner if you can find one. The second thing is sanitizing. Sanitizing is the process of let me get the right word for it, slowing down the growth of bacteria, viruses, and funguses. Sanitizing does not kill. And as in anything, a process has to be done in order for something to be sanitized. When you sanitize an area, you have to saturate that area, and it has to go through a time period of drying in order for it to be called sanitized. You can't just spray it and wipe it off, or spray it and touch it. It actually has to dry. And in wipes, when you're wiping down rails, keyboards, mouses, you actually have to use enough wipes to saturate the area and leave it on for 10 seconds to sanitize. And it has to be wet enough for 10 minutes to disinfect. So there's a process for everything, even with cleaning. It's a process that has to be done in order for this to take place. Now we're going to move on to the disinfecting products. The meaning of disinfect is to kill. It kills 100%. But again, it has to be on a surface for a certain amount of time, whether it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. It has to be on the surface for a certain amount of time in order to disinfect or do what the product says it's going to do. My suggestion to anyone, when you're buying supplies to clean with, is to always read the directions, the warnings, the cautions before you spray it on anything. Because some of these chemicals can actually destroy certain surfaces or items like chair arms. So you have to be very cautious in what you're using and on what you're using it on. Even bleach takes 15 minutes to disinfect on certain things. It'll sanitize in 10, but it takes 15 to disinfect. So all I'm saying is when you're going to clean, make sure you know how long a product has to sit on the surface in order for it to do what you want it to do. Now, it's very important when you're cleaning up, it's very important to clean, sanitize, and disinfect. The cleaning process is just basic. It keeps pests down, it keeps germs down, and it should be done daily, weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. But most of the time, people clean up every day. Sanitizing should be used in heavily touched areas often. remember that often. That would be rails, toilet seats, faucets, doorknobs, keyboards, mouses, etc. Now the disinfectant should only be used when you have really somebody that's sick in your home, or you have to get rid of someone that was in the home sick. So disinfecting, that's basically when you wanted to do that. Disinfecting is if you had an ill person in the house and you get rid of, or if there is an ill person in the house and you have to keep stuff wiped down all the time. Sanitizing should always be done on food, on surfaces that food will be on. That's basically it. Okay, I hope you learned some great tips from me today. And next week, I will actually be using some of these products to show you how things are properly cleaned, sanitized, and disinfected. Till then, see you later. Bye.